Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Welcome to today's forums entitled Fiscal Policy Response to Economic Recession. My name is Nabil and I'm honored to be your moderator for this session. As we know, a recession isn't just a drop in numbers, it affects jobs, family, and the stability of a nation. In such time, fiscal policy become powerful tools not just to manage budget but to protect life and livelihoods. Today, we will explore how government action like spending, taxation, and targeted support can shape economy recovery and build long-term resilience. We are joined by a panel of brilliant speakers, each bringing a unique perspective to this critical issue. Without further ado, let's commence our discussion. I would like to call Nathan to explain the difference between expansionary versus contractionary fiscal policy. Please proceed, Nathan.
So, hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about expansionary fiscal policy and also contractionary fiscal policies. So, first of all, expansionary fiscal policy is used during a recession or an economic slowdown. The government increases spending, or the government can also cut the taxes. The goal is to stimulate the demand and to boost investment by also reducing unemployment. So it can create a budget deficit in the short term. So it's why it's not always a good solution to take an expansionary fiscal policy. Then I'm going to talk about the contractionary fiscal policy. Is used when there is a high inflation or an overheated economy. So the government reduce the spending and raise the taxes. So it helps to use, it helps to reduce the demand and to control the inflation. So now you might ask which one use. So I think personally that expansionary policy is a better option when the economy is weak, but contractionary policy also good when the prices are rising too fast. So it depends of the situation.
I would like to ask some space for myself to participate in this forum, and I would love to give my thought on government spending to stimulate demands. Government spending play a crucial role in stimulating demands, especially during a recession when consumer confidence is low and private investment getting weakened. By increasing spending on sectors like healthcare, education, and also social support, the government injects the liquidity into the economy and helps to boost or even maintain our public consumption. So let me give a real world example, which is what happened in Malaysia. Malaysia prihatin and penjana stimulus package during the COVID-19 crisis around 2020. Billion were allocated for wages subsidy, cash aid, and medical support. This spending helped sustain household demand and kept businesses running despite movement restriction. According to Keynesian economy, when a private sector demand slow down, public sector spending should increase to fill the gap, increase job, boost income, and restore economic momentum. However, it's essential to spending is well targeted, temporary, and supported by transparent policy to avoid wastage or long-term fiscal burdens. In short, responsible government spending not only stimulates demand, but it also builds the foundation for economic recovery as long as long-term resilience. Thank you. The impact of the fiscal policy on national debt level. I invite Erin to share her view. Please proceed, Erin.
Hi guys, so I'm going to talk about the impact on national debt levels. First will be short-term debt rises. These measures are often financed through borrowing. As deficits rise, so does the national debt. And the second would be debt to GDP dynamics. Even if debt increases, if the economy grows faster, because it's boosted by fiscal stimulus, the debt to GDP ratio may stabilize. If growth is slow or stalled, the ratio can worsen and raising sustainability concerns. There are long-term considerations, as most economics agree it's appropriate to borrow during downturns to support demand and avoid prolonged unemployment. There are a lot of risks. Prolonged deficits without a return to fiscal discipline can cause erode market confidence, increase borrowing costs, and lead to debt servicing challenges. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Irene, for wonderful thoughts. Next, I'll invite Hannah to speak on direct cash transfer, and unemployment benefit as part of fiscal support mechanism. Go ahead, Anna.
Hello everyone, I'll be talking about the direct cash transfer and unemployment benefits. During recession, many people face job losses and financial insecurity. To address this, government often use direct cash transfer and unemployment benefit as key fiscal tool. This measure provides immediate support and helps stabilize the economy by sustaining consumer spending. Direct cash transfer, like one-time payment or stimulus checks, helps individuals afford essentials such as food and rent. This keeps money circulating and support businesses as seen during the COVID-19 pandemic. Unemployed benefits acts as an automatic stabilizer, giving temporary income to those who lost their job. This helps households avoid deeper hardships and maintain overall demand in the economy. However, if benefits are too high or too long, they may discourage people from returning to work. Therefore, policies must be carefully designed and time sensitive. In summary, both tools are effective in easing the impact in recession if implemented with the right balance between support and sustainability.
Thank you very much on your fantastic point of view. I can do nothing but agree. So, lastly, let's hear from Shen, who will explain how infrastructure project can act as a recession countermeasure. Over to you, Shen.
Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about the infrastructure project as recession countermeasures. During economic recessions, infrastructure projects are one of the key tools governments use to implement expansionary fiscal policy. And public facilities such initiatives can not only quickly create jobs and stimulate aggregate demand, but also enhance a country's long-term productive capacity, offering both immediate economic stimulus and sustained benefits. Historical examples such as the New Deal in the United States, China's $4 trillion stimulus plan, and the European Union's Recovery Fund all demonstrate the effectiveness of infrastructure investment in responding the crisis. However, this approach also faces challenges, including long project timelines, heavy facial boundaries, and issues resources allocation efficiency. Therefore, careful project selection strengthened overnight and the promotion of public-private partnership are essential to ensure maximum effectiveness.
Thank you to all speakers for the concise and meaningful presentation. To conclude, fiscal policy, when well planned and executed, is a powerful tool in reducing and impact recession and reviving economic growth. From boosting demand through public spending to protect vulnerable group, strategic fiscal action can lead a nation out of the crisis. It's also important to recognize that fiscal policy are not one size fits all. Each country must design its own approach based on economic condition, social priorities, and fiscal capacity. In times of uncertainty, strong leadership and data-driven decision make all the difference. On behalf of the entire audience, I would like to thank our amazing speakers, Nathan, Erin, Hannah, and Shen, for sharing your valuable insight. Let us remember, in difficult times, smart fiscal decisions shape the road to recovery, not just for today, but for the generation to come. Thank you all once again for your time and attention. Stay informed and resilient. Thank you.